Hi everyone, Ward from Tally, here to introduce you to the Tally MCP server. Now for those of you unaware, an MCP or an MCP server is something that allows you to connect your preferred AI assistant with a different tool or a different service. So in this case, it would allow you to connect your, for example, Claude or ChatGPT with Tally. Why is that useful? Well, instead of creating a form manually in Tally, you can now just chat with your AI assistant like you're already pretty used to, and it will create the form in Tally for you. In this short video, I'll show you how to set up that connection with our MCP server, and we'll also build our first form together with that MCP. But without much further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so here I am in my browser where I'm logged into my Tally account. I have access to my Claude account, and I also have a tab open with the MCP server documentation that is available on developers.tally. We'll need that in a couple of minutes. I'll show you why. First of all, we'll go to Claude and we'll go to Customize, where we can access our connectors and we can add connectors. Now be aware, you'll have to add a custom connector. As of now, we're not available yet between browse connectors, but it's of course still possible as adding a custom connector. We'll name it Tally. And now we need the documentation I mentioned earlier. We copy the server URL, we add it in Claude, and the connector is mentioned in the overview. Now we still of course have to authenticate this connection. So we click on connect. If you are logged into Tally within the same browser, then it goes even a bit easier. You click on accept. And now the connection is made. You'll see it over here. You'll also have an overview of the different permissions, so which actions it can do or which actions that require confirmation first. Now we go back to the overview, and now we can say, for example, create me a Tally form that is a, let's say, a bug report form for a SaaS. So I'm requesting this, it's loading the tools and it's checking according to the access it has via my account. Of course, I have different workspaces. It wants to know where it can create this form, and this makes most sense in the demo workspace. And then it starts building. Oh, apparently I have already one. And it's updating that one. Voila, it's ready. Now be aware, all these actions are done because my permissions are on allow. If you want more checks, you can add it in the settings that I've showed earlier, and then it will always check or double check with you as a user, of course, if you want it for, in this case, for example, update an existing form. Now, it has updated my form, so let's check it. Looks like this, looks pretty clean. But of course, I can still start iterating on this form. So let's say I want to add a CAPTCHA for safety. Could you add a CAPTCHA, please? We're always nice against Claude. Now we added it, and it's again live on that same form. We can check the live version again. So that's the previous one we saw with a CAPTCHA added. The link it provides is always, of course, the live published link. If we want to access the builder itself, we'll have to go to our demo workspace where it created the bug report form. We see it over here. And then we can edit that same form that is behind the live link, but here in the Tally editor as you know it and as you're familiar with it. So yeah, it's easy as that, setting up the connection in a few clicks, and once it's okay and live, you can create forms just from within your Claude and you'll see them appear in Tally. Let us know what you think about it and talk soon. Bye-bye.